list.
How can I not find this guy? This guy's like one of the bigger guys at Barstool.
About to talk to some really
whatever.
interesting
It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Also,
Get
dude,
ready.
To clarify, when it's pressed, it's me.
Yeah, but it's same with the solo. If you keep the
Are
solo.
you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? All right, let's go.
Nothing. You're fine. You're totally fine. You're totally fine.
not Dean.
That's not Dean. I'm here with BC Barstool. You're gonna get real camera shy. Like,
Are we live right
now?
now?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh, word.
We're live officially right now. Thanks for coming, dude. We've been talking about doing this for a while now.
Yeah, no, since my good old Buzz days. I'm still part of the Buzz.
Yeah,
I'm still a
I was
main
gonna
member.
say,
too.
hold the shirt up, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, make sure everybody knows.
Yeah, come on.
How are you working with the Buzz
Well,
now that you're running BC?
same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah,
How's the level of commitment? That must be a lot.
it's the same.
One of the two biggest meme accounts on BC campus, two biggest sports accounts.
Hey, sports, come on.
Boston College campus.
No. It's big. It's a big commitment. I mean, a lot of pressure, I would say, but not negative pressure. Like good pressure, because like you can mess up a little bit, and it's not a big deal.
It's not. Yeah, it is. It must be nice not running with the school. I mean, it's nice.
No,
for
no,
us.
no. It's 100% not. It's so much better not running with the school.
It's nice.
So
for
much
us.
less regulation. I can fuck up bad, and like I really won't get in trouble.
Right. I will say, it's kind of like running with a startup versus a company. You know, like the lack of regulation is great. Like we can bring on whoever we want, whenever we want to. Obviously, you know, walking tightropes and shit. But
Yeah,
like
like,
for
maybe
the most
don't.
part,
There's some people like swim team members you probably should not have on the podcast.
Not yet.
Not right now. Not right now.
Maybe someday.
There's
Not-
a little
not right
legal
now.
issue right now.
Yeah, I know. Do you think they signed an NDA?
I really don't know what's wrong with them right now, but to be honest with you, I don't
heard
think they did.
They just filed a civil suit.
No, they
against the
did.
school,
They're suing for defamation.
Yeah, that's.
I personally, I genuinely believe every story I've heard so far, because like hazing's real. Like I'm not gonna.
Oh
lie.
no, it's very real.
It's
That's
just
for
a
sure.
matter you have to like keep it under wraps, and they didn't, and it got out. And honestly, the stuff that you heard is really messed up. But
I don't get hazing.
that's
at
not
all.
that's not hazing. That's just messed up.
I
But
don't get hazing at all.
if it's true, it might not be.
completely separately from this issue, I don't get it hazing whatsoever. I think there's better ways to bond with people than whatever.
Well, no.
whatever they're being accused of.
I played sports throughout high school. I was going to play lacrosse in college, and then I ended up getting here. But it's more so like I understand hazing. Like it's just a part of the game. Like it's just something that happens.
Are you okay, Jackson?
No, I more so did the hazing than anything else.
Oh,
so,
God.
Yeah, let's not lie here.
You cannot admit to that. Straight.
No, not like I wasn't beating the crap out of people. I
I'm
wasn't
kidding.
Like,
You're
I wasn't,
good. This
you know,
is
I
a
wasn't-
safe space.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is
So I
safe
did some
space.
pretty bad. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no. But
Generally speaking, though, whatever. Completely separate of the situation. Yeah, it's nice not running with the school. It's nice doing your own thing.
No,
that's for
entirely,
sure.
because it's just
Although
we're
we
free
know,
to do what we want.
we do know the school has some podcasts now. Like they've been ramping up.
Well, yeah,
since we
because
got
they
here.
know, like, oh no, this is working, and like
I mean, yeah, they
they
see the
don't want
success.
us, like, exactly, right? Like, although I don't know if you've seen I mean, word's getting around now more frequently. I'm trying to work with some of the marketing team. I want to plan something for the BCBU game. I want there to be a consensus idea of what's going to go happen.
Like,
what's
are
going to
we
go down.
talking bigger than just a theme? What are we talking?
Well, towels.
Oh, you want to?
I want to go
towels.
wild.
You want to go big.
Yeah, I want
to go big.
and I want to make sure the marketing team knows what we're doing. That way, they can send the word out to like season ticket holders too, so they can do it too. That
Right.
way, it's literally a I won't say
Can't
what,
say that,
what
can't say
theme.
that.
I'm not gonna say what theme we're gonna do,
Right.
but it's something that I just think it'll.
Right.
We already have it planned.
I say working with marketing. I mean, y'all's controlled the last couple of games themes.
I know.
Whiteout. You completely
First of
controlled
all.
Yeah.
We did the whiteout for LAU, and it was more so like, all right, let's just be like a little cool, like
Yeah.
cool little thing. We walked in there, and like it was
White. White. Bruh.
Yeah, like
was
the
crazy.
No, I can't make that joke, but you get what I'm saying. No, but yeah, no, it was crazy. And then we were like, all right, there's no way we can top this. And then we did the blackout, and then within 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the game, it was full.
Yeah.
A sea of black, which is it was like
It was crazy.
It was the wildest thing. And then to think that me and Nick Petralia is also someone who runs the Barstool, and Buzz, we were the two Buzz members that also hop onto Barstool.
Yeah.
We sat next to it. Well, he sat right behind me, and it was more so we looked at each other like, holy shit. Like, this was essentially us. Like, we said wear black, and now everyone's wearing black to this game, and it was packed. Like, don't get me wrong, like you went to some of the games last year, it was never that full.
No, never. Never.
Exactly.
And attribute that also to we're number 3 in the fucking country,
Yeah, I know.
too, which is awesome.
But-
This is a good time for y'all to jump in and
I know.
be doing this.
I know.
It's a great
but
time.
It works out well with the recruits coming in with like Will Smith and Ryan Leonard and Gabe Perreault, like that line, those kids, especially with Fowler, the way that goalie's
Yeah.
the freshman goalie's been playing. Also, U.S. development guy, but yeah, no, it's just obviously the team getting better, and then now like.
And you guys setting that up has got to feel great
I know,
for them.
I know.
For them,
And
it's got to feel great.
We just have to make sure because like I don't want to overuse the theme, and we're gonna put a poll up actually tomorrow about themes because we don't know if we should do a theme every game because like I want to do themes for basketball too.
Right.
Because I genuinely think basketball this year will take the biggest leap out of every team that we have here. Like
That's bold coming from number 3 in the country.
I want basketball. Well, we were like 23rd in the country last year.
Right.
It-
Where we weren't even on the charts for basketball last
yeah,
year.
I think basketball will make the tournament this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That is bold. That's real
They're
bold.
good.
What did they add? Who did they add? What
They
pieces?
they got a lot of 4-star, 3-star freshmen come in, and
Really?
apparently like the word out of practice has been like there has never been such like intensity in like the room, and like a drive and to win.
Plus with the new facility and everything.
Yeah, the new facilities like honestly like I generally think like although now football's been playing better, so whatever.
They're going to make a bowl game, dude. They're
No, they are
100%.
They might even make the ACC championship still.
Crazy.
It's still on the board, which is wild to think about. But no, I just think basketball should be getting more money. Because I think having a new basketball team would bring in a lot of people,
Right.
especially from different backgrounds too. Like basketball, in my opinion, other than football, basketball is that sport where I feel like everyone in the country like can watch. I feel like football, obviously, but like basketball, also a lot more people play because there's not fear of getting like your shit rocked like on the field, like your brain getting scrambled at the age of 16. Like that's not like it's not a thing in basketball.
You don't believe in CTE? Me neither. No.
You don't.
Antonio Brown's the same. He always.
I'm okay, guys. Okay. Yeah, no, it's just.
I know what you're saying. Plus, it is a lot easier to fund a smaller
Yeah.
team sport like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it makes sense that the big stadium goes to football, and they've got like obviously probably by far the most revenue.
No,
But
well, because
it
you
is
also
a lot
got
easier to fund basketball.
Yeah, you also get tickets there's more tickets.
Mm.
I think tickets are slightly more expensive for football. They get in a lot more concession sales. They get in a lot more marketing sales, promotion sales, like
I mean,
all
you
that.
saw it. Even when we didn't have a good team last year, even
Yeah.
when we didn't have anyone coming from outside.
I will
to
say,
watch, it was
because
big.
I feel like I should say this on my part, if you are one of the fuckers who leave the game early, stop doing that. Stop it. Unless if it's Holy Cross and it's raining and nasty out and there's a massive delay, don't leave the game early. Because like as an athlete, like I mean we've interviewed some football players and like they all say like the same. It's a negative hit on them. It's like I thought we did enough to keep these kids like entertained. Like where's 2/3 of the student section?
It's the culture, though. It's the culture. So like, with
And
hockey,
that's what we're trying to change. Sorry, a little loud.
No, you're good. You're good.
But that's what we're.
No, and that's a great thing
That's
to
my
focus on.
objective with. That was my objective last year with the Buzz, but we didn't really have like obviously it was new, it's not that big of a following, and we grew really quickly. Like
Yeah.
we are already at. I think we're at 1 point here. I can look it up.
1.6 right now.
I think I'm sorry, Geo and company. I'll give Geo his
Geo
because it is his podcast that we're all part of. 1.639 right now. Sorry, a little
I'm
close
pulling
again.
your shit away, bro. You're gonna blow up the camera. No, it's true. No, you guys had a phenomenal growth last
No,
year.
I
That
know.
goes without question. And I think it was in large part. I talked to you about this. Large part due to you on the Instagram, rocking the Instagram.
Yeah, thank you.
It's crazy.
No,
I mean,
everyone all did their part. I mean, I'm not gonna deny. Like, sure, I had some things that put us forward a lot more at some points, but like, without everyone else, like that doesn't happen. Like,
No, 100%.
Other people came up with ideas. Like, some sure I made the memes and posted them, but like, I got the ideas for the memes from other people sometimes, like Noah or Jimmy, and like,
Right.
honestly, my favorite part about the podcast isn't even making the memes. It's more so like actually sitting down, just taking a break and just talking. Like, it's just
it's real nice.
especially
It's
about
real
something
nice.
I love. Like sports has just always been, obviously with ADHD, like sports is the biggest escape in my life, and just watching that constantly it's just participating. It's just the biggest thing that I don't know. I just love talking about. I enjoy doing.
No, I get it. I mean, this is our second episode in 3 days. Like, it's just fun to sit down and talk with people. It's a lot of fun.
Right. Like, I've had 3 papers due in 2 days. One of them was 10 pages long. Oh God, I think I got that thing over. Another one was 4, which I just got done, and then I have another one that's due tomorrow that I partially started, but
a lot of college kids don't take the time to sit back and relax a little bit. I'm looking at you, Will. But
hey, well, honestly, that's good. That's
there's
good.
no rest. There's never any rest for any, and that's in part. I'm literally just talking about you, Will. That's in part due to the insane number of clubs.
Yeah, you're gonna take that.
Yeah, take it, dude. This is kind of a half compliment.
He's not wrong.
No, I'm not. I'm not wrong, dude. No.
Take a little break. Take a little break.
An insane amount of things that you can do being at college, and we all live here. You know, it's easy to essentially never leave. It's just easy to not separate work life. You know?
No, but the Buzz last year was a huge break from everything.
Yeah.
Especially obviously I grew up with Gio. I've known him since we've been best friends since we were I think 5 or 6, right? It's always been something. And you'd never think it too, because I think we're the exact opposite people, and he's clean, organized, likes to run. Meanwhile, I am all over the fucking place. I am energetic. I just jump off the wall, never organized. It's just
back up from the camera, Jess.
It's just here, I'll do this. There you go.
Okay, there you go. I like that.
Yeah.
No, y'all's are very different. That's true. It works though. It works. And back to that real quick. Gio on the Buzz, he set such a nice base work for y'all.
No, I agree.
He really did. The podcast is great.
I love
great guests. I know Pepper's got a lot to do with getting guests this year too. That's what he was telling me.
Don't give Pepper that ego boost.
Oh no, Pepper, you're dog shit. I'm kidding. I love you. Maybe. I don't know what half the guys in your group do, but I know that it's worked out really well.
Yeah,
you also have a great following now.
We're all brothers and now sister, but
and sister.
Yeah, no, it's something that we're all closer now because of it, and obviously Gio. It's funny, knowing me, he didn't want me on the podcast at first. He's like, I don't want you fucking this up for me. It's not nothing against you. It's more so the fact that I know you, and we don't this might not mesh well. I'm like, just give me a chance, and he did. And honestly, it's the best decision he's ever made for his life. Without me, he's nothing. No, I'm kidding. But no, it's
y'all's work great together.
Yeah, it's great having him with the podcast. It's great having Jimmy and Noah and Timmy, Paul, all of everyone combined. I mean, talk about the Buzz. I've had so many great opportunities with them too. My 2 favorite interviews were last year. I mean, we've had great interviews so far this year, but obviously we had. I think our last interview was Lucas Gustafsson. What a great guy. I mean,
Lucas.
He's a dude. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Dude.
No, but I gotta obviously.
From Portico. Luke's from Portico, yeah. Hockey,
Oh, yeah.
Good guy.
Last year we had Marshall Warren on, which was cool. I mean, I slowly, I was kind of in the beginning, I wasn't saying hesitant, I just didn't ask so many questions, and all of a sudden, I'm not gonna lie, you can ask Gio too, I, took control of that, interview. I was asking him questions left and right and everywhere. It was honestly one of my favorite, things I think I've ever done. It's just the flow of it's really good, and I really enjoy it. And then John Butchercross is a hockey analyst.
Okay.
And actually, I don't know. He's the guy who tomorrow on the NHL, actually, every team's playing, and they're doing a NHL red zone type thing.
Okay.
They're going to try it out. It's called Frozen Frenzy, I think.
I saw them post about this, yeah.
Yeah. And he's the guy who's announcing all the games, basically.
Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
No,
yeah,
but
big.
Butchercross, yeah. But he's the guy that I remember as a kid at a Saturday, just turning on NHL Network, and he was the guy on the TV, and I got to talk to him. Was one of the coolest things I think I've ever done. And I've never had the opportunity if it wasn't for Gio and the Buzz. And no, the Buzz has just been great. I still love doing the Buzz. Honestly,
I loved coming on that one episode.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Almost more than I think I have more attachment to the Buzz than Barstool, obviously, right now. But I've made some of my greatest friends here through the Buzz too.
Right.
I think without that, none of us are as close as we are. I mean, we're all living with each other basically. Next year, so
crazy. You guys got a house off?
Yeah, 6 and 8 lane park, the Buzz house.
The Buzz, I like that. Y'all's gonna have a setup in the house,
I don't know. Actually, we probably will. To be honest with you,
it's a good setup if you can get your own place.
If we can get a spot in the house, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But whatever, it's fine.
Right.
We'll have a car. It's 2-minute drive.
That's very fair. That's very fair. Speaking of going from the Buzz to Barstool.
Yeah.
How did that process happen? How did you? Yeah, tell me a little bit about.
Obviously,
this. We're alluding to it earlier.
So we'll get the full background here. So obviously, when I was on the Buzz, at first I was just on the Buzz to help Gio make his graphics, edit, because I knew what I was doing. In fact, I actually don't do either of those two things anymore.
Okay.
Which is funny, but regardless, yeah. Actually, if you listen to the first couple episodes of the Buzz, like, you can tell the editing was actually. I'm not saying the editing now isn't good, but like the editing was like on point. Like, I edited like sound clips too. Like, there's some weird.
I know
like,
you went OD.
I went OD with the editing, but like I was losing sleep because of it, so I ended up dropping the editing.
It takes a lot of time.
I know,
especially for an hour clip. I've only ever edited the short ones.
Yeah.
But wow, yeah.
No, but there was obviously that. But then I realized, like, look, Barstool's like non-existent, right? Like, and I feel like.
What was it like last year? I didn't know we had one.
I think we had 10 posts last year.
Wow.
Whoever the fuck was running it last year, and I don't know who you are, but you did a really bad job.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, thank you for doing a shitty job, because now I have a job with Barstool. But
are they still here? They graduated.
I have no fucking clue.
Okay, yeah,
yeah, but I realized there was an opportunity to like make memes, like,
right,
and we'd be the focal point, and that's what I did. And that first BC BU game was the first one where the memes really popped off. I mean, we hit like 500 likes, and we're like, holy shit. And like it was like, what? Like, we were going crazy. Obviously, now in the perspective of Barstool, that's not as much. But like, for us, it was with a small account. We gained like, I remember that one day in December, we gained like 150 followers in a day. And it was like, what? Like of just random BC kids.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we started doing that and that. So I realized, like, look, I know what it takes to do like a stuff like Barstool. And what ended up happening, what ended up happening was, I don't know if you saw the post this summer. They were like, look, we're looking to hire new people. And Nick and I jumped on it immediately.
Right.
And it was more so, we emailed them and they were like, yeah, we actually heard about you guys. Like, we were kind of hoping you two were the ones to say something.
Who was talking to you here? Just HR? Someone reaching out?
Yeah, actually my old boss. They got fired. Long story. There was a 25% layoff at Barstool. They're great people. We still talk to them. But there was a 25% layoff at Barstool.
Was that when Portnoy bought it back?
That's when Portnoy bought it back for $1.
Did you hear about this, Will? Dave Portnoy. All right, you tell the story. You know it better than me, probably.
No, I don't.
Oh, really? Okay, I do know the basics here. Portnoy sold Barstool for like $500 million to some big media company.
To Penn Sports,
right.
Sports Group, whatever.
And I don't remember exactly why, but for some reason, the group that bought them needed to get rid of them. I guess they went through some big cut or something.
They fully bought the company in February of this year, and then within 6 months, they sold it.
Yeah, and they sold it for $1 back to Dave Portnoy. So essentially, he flipped his company for 6 months and made $500 million.
No. It wasn't. Well, let's not forget, he sold Barstool in like 2010. To Penn.
Right, a big stake of it.
Yeah,
right?
a big stake of it.
Yeah.
But slowly, I think that stake and that percentage grew and grew. And
right,
he gave them a majority, but I think they kept a.
And he sold the remainder in February
whatever.
or something.
And then something happened. Whatever he sold, the basics are.
I wonder what
they sold
happens.
the majority of Penn, and then Penn ended up selling it back to Dave for $1. Yep. They're closing the sportsbook. I really don't know what happened. There's. I mean, if you want to leave a link, I don't even know.
I don't fucking know.
I can send you the article on Barstool that explains the whole thing. I can't read.
Regardless, so. Dave Portnoy's got it back now. Yeah, you can Google it. Give it a shot.
Yeah, go on.
But yeah, so
I
like quarter of the staff got laid off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But two of those guys hired me, and Nick, and then two other guys, Thomas Alexander and Max something. If Max listens to this, it's not. I don't know you. I do know you. I do not know how to pronounce your last name.
Okay, here we go.
I'll look it up. That way, I don't feel like a jerk.
Got you. Okay. So
here, read.
Penn Entertainment sold 100% of the outstanding Barstool shares back to Portnoy after signing a deal with ESPN to rebrand their existing sportsbook. Okay, so they signed an exclusive.
Oh yeah. And now that sportsbook, they're closing the sportsbook and then reopening it under ESPN's name.
Yes,
because ESPN is monopolizing the sports industry, which is
they pretty much are. Which is ironic because Disney wants to sell them. So I assume they want to sell them. They're not making any money off.
It doesn't.
ESPN
has been down the toilet over the past couple of years,
which is crazy because
everyone's onto them because Max Aschenberg. I hope I said your last name right, Max. I love you. Don't get me wrong.
But regardless here,
Just
okay.
not-
So your new boss is somebody else now. Okay.
Yeah, no, but he's chill. I mean,
So how'd they reach out to you? How did they decide that it was you guy and then these
I
other
mean,
two
we
guys?
emailed them an application basically, and they're like, "Yeah, we were hoping you two were the one.
So it's-
We heard about the buzz."
It's you, Nick, and then who are the two other guys?
Max Aschenberg, who I
no, his last
there
name.
you go,
Yeah, we know
and
it.
Thomas Alexander Jr.
Okay.
who went to GP, I think.
So is that a policy? You just have to have a certain number of people on it at a time?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it's just who they hired.
Fair
so.
enough. So what?
I
did
mean,
they,
it's nice
so
having
what did they say?
people
What was your
who-
first working orders? when
They're like,
they
"Can
came
you
to
do this?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I can do this." Like, what? He's like, "You're not getting paid." I'm like, honestly, like, it is what it. Let me rephrase. I do get paid. We all get paid, but it's revenue based. It's based off of like tickets we sell and like merch we sell. And that type of stuff. So technically we get paid. And if we do well, actually, like if the growth of it and like the exposure of the accounts do well, like then that also brings in us money.
I assume you guys are killing that aspect of
Yeah,
it.
as of right now, yeah, because it went from dead to
Very
alive.
not dead. Very
Yeah,
not
I
dead.
know.
Yeah.
Although I still don't think we should. I still think we should do more. I think there should be at least a post to 2 a day. But that's
Really? Okay.
hard, especially during. And I was gonna starting that stuff up, and then unfortunately things called midterms came around.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I have not. I've not had fun over the past 3 weeks, except for the weekends when I decide not to do work.
So do you four have different roles with the account?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, we all do a little bit of different things, but at this end of the day, we're all doing the same thing. Like at first, we were like, I wouldn't touch the Twitter, and then now like I'm always on the Twitter. I feel like, but yeah, I mean. We have some haters on this word too, which I always want to talk back to. But we're not.
What are the
allowed
policies
to.
about that? You said
Ignore them. If they're burners, you ignore them.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we got into some beef with some of the Barstool guys. I think Jack Mack, yeah, not a big BC guy. Thinks we're cold.
We are kind of a cold.
Yeah, I
team.
know. He's
Yeah,
not
we're
wrong to
pretty
be
much-
fair.
we
But
are
yeah,
cold.
him.
We're
And there's one other guy who just hates BC football. But obviously
They don't have any
we chirp
pull
them.
here,
Yeah, no,
obviously,
they have
yeah.
no pull. Like, it's not a big.
You chirp back?
Yeah, of course.
You allowed to do that?
Yeah, we're allowed to do that on a low key. Like we shouldn't make fun of. We had a little bit of a learning curve when one of us, I'm not gonna say who, obviously it wasn't me. So there you go. Now you have 3. 3 names. Made fun of Jack Max. Like Jack Mack came at us, and then he made fun of like the, like his education level. Comparatively
okay.
to ours, and that's
Yeah.
especially when this is like 2 weeks after we got the account. It's like a maybe a big no,
Maybe
a little too
maybe a
early for
hard
that.
no, yeah.
No, but obviously like I'm not blaming him. Like what he did was obviously what he did was wrong, but I'm not gonna say who, but like it's a learning curve, and we're still learning today, and it's fun to learn still with the account. It's fun to expose kids to other things. It's fun to promote things. Like again, we didn't think the whiteout would really actually do that well.
Right.
I mean. Holy shit! Did it?
What
do well.
avenues did y'all take to get that to blow up the way it did? Did you just post it?
I just posted it.
That's it.
Yeah. That's literally all I did.
That's all you did. That's all you did.
I mean, I promoted it well, and then with the blackout, what I was like, all right, so we know this P kids like because the whiteout was good, like it broke a student record, but it still wasn't sold out.
Right.
So what I did was with the blackout, I kind of like teased it a little bit leading up to it. We had Lucas on the Buzz, so I kind of told him about it, and like you could tell with the Eagles account and the BC men's hockey account, like they were like, here they were wearing black tonight, and like even the coach made a post today that I posted on my personal account, JShaft3. No, Greg Brown, he like posted, thanks again, students and fans. The whiteout and the blackout were both big time efforts. Whatever laundry you decide on, the team is grateful for your support and would love to see you in contact again this week.
I did see that. Yeah.
There you
There
go.
it is. There it is. That's huge.
Yeah, no,
That's
but
huge.
like,
have you
it's-
talked with the coach personally?
Paul
at all?
has, but that's
Okay.
for a different story. We're trying to skate with them, like do like a little pros versus Joes type thing.
Oh, you were telling me about this at some
We're
point.
like,
yeah.
obviously, like I played hockey growing up. I'm not that good now. I have a busted ankle. We're not gonna get into that, but like my foot is flat. Like flat. Like yeah, it's not good. I'm getting surgery on it this summer, but
Okay.
yeah, like that's
Okay.
how bad it is. But kind of painful to walk on. Not whatever. That's why I'm not
It's
supposed
okay,
to talk about
it's
this.
okay, buddy. Safe space. Safe space. It's okay. It's okay.
No.
It's all right.
But no, it's just something that, again, we're trying to. The goal with both the Buzz I mean, maybe not with the buzz. The main goal is to make sure Gio has a platform for when he leaves school, that he can show like, look, this is like the type of stuff I can do.
And
I know
he's
how
also
to do
setting
it.
that
It's
up for the future,
practice
too.
Yeah, it's his stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's the main goal of the buzz. But obviously, like
You can
the
have fun with it
objective
now.
with Barstool and now with the buzz too is we want student involvement to be up. Like
Right.
seeing kids leave in halftime is just again not acceptable in my opinion.
Right.
Like you should love this school. You should love being at the sports games. You should enjoy it.
You know that's a
You
big part of what we're doing here too.
Yeah.
Obviously not regarding sports, regarding other stuff.
Yeah,
We're brought in
exactly.
different. Our strategy this year is bringing on different club leaders. We brought in
Yeah,
the
and I've noticed
president
that.
of like
Yeah,
4 different clubs at this point. We brought in captains of different dance teams.
Yeah.
We're bringing in you because you're the biggest piece of student involvement on campus.
We-
I don't know. I shouldn't have said that. You're gonna run.
Yes,
that
I
out
am.
of
Of
this.
course, I am.
Okay.
But
But yeah, that's our strategy here. It's
Exactly,
kind
'cause
of we're playing into FOMO at the
we-
same time we're trying to get
Yeah.
people involved. You know, a lot of freshmen, for example, and we're trying to reach the freshmen more.
We want that
Don't really
narrative
get that.
to be.
Dean
like,
loves freshmen.
I mean, who doesn't? Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
No, but like we're trying to get them involved. We're trying to show there's
we
different
want
ways
it to
get
be so
involved.
we want that narrative of college is the best 4 years of our life to be an actual fucking narrative. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like yeah, sure. Last year, freshman year was fun, but like there were times where I'm seeing my friends at like Virginia and like like fucking Virginia. Like they're going on Tuesday. Like not saying you should go on Tuesday nights. Like that's not like a requirement. But my point is like when you do go out and you do these things, they should be fun and you should enjoy it. There were times where I was at like some. I guess I'll dox myself a little bit here. I was at like some bars like and like. It just wasn't like the greatest experience, and it's just like I want it to be when I leave here, I'm going to miss here, and like obviously I still think regardless of if I did this and I didn't, it would, but I think doing these things can help, like enforce that and make sure that's not the right word. I can't think of the word that I'm supposed to think of, but
Emphasize that.
emphasize. Yeah.
How are you enjoying this year more?
Yeah, significantly.
Yeah.
First of all.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone on here, Newton campus is better, but
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
the bus ruins it.
To an extent. No, I'm gonna kind of fight you. Finish, but I'm gonna fight you there. Yeah.
I do not like the busing side. I like how Newton is on its own and it's its own thing. The food is better there. I don't really like the gym, but there is a gym there.
Technically, yeah.
What if you want to call it that
Something
shack
like
of
that.
shit of a gym? But yeah, okay. Yeah, but it is better. Like I loved living on Newton last year, but the bus, in my opinion, ruined it. Especially someone who I can't organize myself. Like
Right.
ADHD is not the easiest thing to. First of all, like severe ADHD is not the easiest thing to live with at all. It's
Especially
impossible
when you-
for me to
yeah.
do work.
Especially
like,
when you're a bus ride away from home. Yeah, I get
exactly.
that.
It's just an extra thing I got to worry about and plan. And like Newton's amazing, but that was one factor that I'm not kind of ruined it a little bit. I wouldn't say ruined it last year.
I
but
will say,
it
if
did
you
bump
had
it down a little bit.
The separation at times was nice. I will say,
No,
people,
I agree.
People didn't really specifically focusing on like stuff we would do
I didn't
on the weekend.
understand
You know,
why-
it was tough.
I didn't understand why the bus didn't go all the way around the entire day.
That was
but
dumb. Yeah, I
It just
get that.
I honestly think BC's management of it is dumb. I think though the plan is now for them to build more dorms there and have all the freshmen there,
Is that the plan?
which I think that's why they bought the school across the street.
I don't know. I think they're doing the opposite. I think what they're doing is building more sports facilities on that campus. I think that's what they were planning on doing because
I hope not.
I know they already have a big gym in the plans. They announced that end of last year.
Well, maybe it's a gym for the Newton kids.
Maybe that'd be amazing. Also unlikely. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I also think the town of Newton wouldn't really be okay with that, to be honest with you.
In a dream world, they would have the freshmen on Brighton campus,
Yeah.
and they'd have all the grad schools and some of the sports facilities on Newton like they are.
Yeah, sure.
And that's a dream world. That's never going to happen because it would be billions of dollars. Just-
Yeah, because
it'd
that
be
involves
billions of
building a
dollars.
shit ton of dorms on fucking Brighton.
No,
too.
it'd be ridiculous.
And they just built a baseball facility there.
Right, so they're not gonna do
which
it.
is really nice.
No, I'm sure it's a nice facility too. Was
I-
that there last year? Was that active last
That
year?
was the last year was the first one.
Okay, then we did see it. Yeah, that's a nice facility. It's a real nice facility. That's a dream scenario.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
But going back before
Yeah,
we
yeah,
get sidetracked it completely. Okay. Yeah, so I had fun last year. Obviously, I wouldn't be here if I didn't. But I feel like we missed out on some opportunities, right? Or like I feel like it could have been
you just type straight gibberish into the search bar. You're good.
where I feel like it could have been better. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get
And
that.
I think this year so far has been better. I mean, you look at student involvement has been up. I mean, obviously, respectfully, due part to me and Barstool completely in the buzz.
Yeah, it's a big platform that was not being utilized.
Exactly. I think the scene, the party scene, I guess, is better. Like, I like not having to force to be going out to Boston every weekend. I like having the capability just to sit back and like do something in my dorm.
I've fought with a lot of people on this, and I think you'll agree with me on this, though. The way they separate freshmen and they kind of dictate their weekend lives by kind of forcing them to leave campus because, you can't get into the stuff in the mods or in Walsh because they don't want you there. You're not going off campus, obviously, so your really only solution is to go somewhere in Boston. That's wildly detrimental.
Well, yeah, because there's no
wildly
frats.
detrimental. I mean, yeah.
There were frats here. That's a completely different
Would
story.
you rather have...
That's why people rush.
Right.
If there were no frats in any school or any sorority in any school, everyone would be doing the same thing.
I'm saying, though, would you rather, as the school... Well, you don't even know what I'm going to say. What are you talking about? Would you rather have your freshman students, the new kids to the campus, having to go out into the city, or would you rather have them on campus, doing things on campus? There's an obvious answer here.
Doing things
so
on campus.
I don't know why BC is so dead set on ensuring freshmen essentially can't do anything with their social lives on the weekends. I mean, I understand there's the whole...
Yeah, it is dead on
campus.
campus.
It's obviously liability. It's obviously liability. That's like, if they do stuff off campus, you don't have to worry about having any alcohol issues, for example, with the freshmen on campus, who obviously none of them are 21. But it also creates a completely more dangerous situation of sending your kids into the city to just do fuck all for the
and they
sake of not having to deal with
home,
it. Like,
and then you're getting calls from parents like, oh my
there
God,
must
where's
be
my kid?
There must be a better solution.
Oh my
is all
God.
I'm saying. And Newton's also a big part of that because then you're not even on the upper campus.
Yeah,
you're
and
not even on the
also
main
it's so
campus.
much cheaper. I don't have to fucking Uber to Newton, the upper, every time I want to go there. Like,
No, I know. It's so much easier for the Newton kids to get out into the city, to be fair. Because Ubers are cheaper first, mainly.
Yeah.
Ubers are cheaper from Newton. But it's also just detrimental in my mind.
I just don't like how they split them.
Split what?
The campus.
Oh, I hate that. No, I hate that.
Like your
like
kids,
I said, there's
like
difference.
honestly, it's nice, honestly, now this year meeting new kids, but like, I feel like we should all be one. Like
feel like
that
we should
again.
all
That's
know
like
each
the
other.
objective parcel. I want everyone to be together. Like this should be a community, and you should feel like you're part of it. It shouldn't be separate communities. That's why I hate frats. That's why I hate sororities. I'm happy we don't have them here, because it just breaks up the one community into smaller ones. But like, I want everyone to like have an option to, I don't know, feel like they're a part of the community, be together. Like, and I think, honestly, like, I think the whiteout did that. I think the blackout did that. Like, you saw, like, it's possible, right, to get everyone in this school at one place at one point, right, and just to have fun at times. I mean, obviously the school can't promote underage drinking, but,
Right.
like, sometimes that happens. And
Obviously, I'm not suggesting
gonna-
that
yeah,
either.
I'm not-
but there are better ways to deal with it.
but again, tailgating is massive.
Right.
I think we do
Yeah.
a great job with tailgating.
Oh, we have the best tailgates of any school I've ever visited. Like, without question.
Especially in the Northeast.
My sister went to Wake Forest. I hated their
I think-
tailgating scene. It sucks.
I think
Like,
maybe Syracuse might have a better scene, but
I've
that's,
never visited. They're coming up. Like, they're playing us next weekend, right?
Yeah. Speaking of which, Gio and I might call the game.
Oh, I thought you always calls the game.
Gio calls the games for home, but he doesn't call some of the. He called the Army away game. But he's
Yes.
trying to call the Syracuse game.
That's a way.
And if he does, I will be his color coordinator, which will be interesting.
That'd be
'cause
real cool.
I've never called a sports game before, so
That's gonna be real cool. That's
yeah,
gonna
it'd be
real cool.
weird.
Yeah, the fact that B Street has kind of infiltrated just the sports program.
Yeah,
is crazy.
honestly, it's good. Like if you have kids that are willing to make an impact on, like, things that they think need to be improved, why not let them? Like, obviously, like, you want to regulate it a little bit, but like, if we're doing a good job and like the consensus is that we are doing a good job, again, like Barstool is, like the Buzz is, why stop us?
Right.
Right? Like,
No,
you
it's a
should be
great
giving
point.
us opportunities to, and you should maybe even like try to, like, I don't know, collaborate a little bit with us, like.
No, 100%.
No.
I mean, for example, like we posted, so Rookie Showcase is this coming weekend,
Yeah.
this Friday at 7. Everybody know that. It's this Friday at 7, actually same time as the game, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah, about that.
Okay. So anyway, I'm working, Dean's List is working with the host, Sexual Chocolate, one of the dance groups on campus, to do a giveaway essentially, to try to spread the word about that.
Yeah.
And I texted last night at 1 a.m. I texted the BC main account and asked them to repost it. 7 hours later, it was on their main story. Literally before I posted the promo, they had posted the promo for me. So they do collaborate with us in specific situations when it's, beneficial. It makes them look good.
Yeah,
which is great.
Of course.
Which is great. Although I would like to see more of, these kids are doing a great thing, even if it's just a personal hobby little thing. It would be great to push that out more, The more that BC can show that its students are
want to get involved. Yeah, exactly.
The better, So obviously it would benefit me greatly if they push my stuff out more, obviously. But at the same time, it's a good thing, It kind of pushes people to try to do the same.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. You just... high school, I went to Iron Prep. I don't know if anyone watching this knows where that is. It's in New Rochelle, which is just north of the city, private school.
Mm-hmm.
We were all boys, but our sense of going from, I went to a public school in Briarcliff where kids really weren't showing up the games. It wasn't to Iona where every football game was packed. I mean, we were ranked number 1 in New York State my senior year for football. I mean, that was crazy. The hockey games, our Fordham Prep, Iona Prep rivalry hockey games. If you ever want to go to any sort of high school sporting event that isn't football, go to that game. I mean, obviously now if you go to a high school sporting event as a college student, you're a little weird, but that was, oh my God. And I wanted to, and I'll explain to you why my big thing with hockey is in a minute, but and obviously playing lacrosse. And this goes back to the fact where I'm not gonna lie, I was very good at lacrosse growing up. I hope I am. I don't even know. We're not getting to club lacrosse here, but it's something where having a crowd is massive, and it shows you have the power to, because not only do you feel, as a spectator feel yeah, we're together, we're all rooting for the same team. You feel as an athlete you're also part of the school. And because it feels like the whole school's supporting you, and you're finally being able to put forth, you feel like your effort is actually being watched, and it's actually paying off, and people are enjoying what you specifically do. It's massive ego boost, but it's a great feeling, and that helps boost performance. But the key thing is it's all sense of community. So it's something Iona had. It's a brotherhood. I like to use the word brotherhood. I feel like it's been prevalent throughout my entire life. I went to a sleepaway camp too, from 4th grade to COVID, basically sports camp, where brotherhood and that was a key focus. And two of my best friends other than Gio are kids I talk to every day went there. I mean, would be 3, but obviously scenarios happen. And we're not getting into the sad nature of that story of Lucas, but Bull Wheeler. Anyway, but yeah, no, but you make long lasting friends that you'll never forget and you'll always be part of, and it's a brotherhood, and you're always there for each other. And having that sense of family is not to say that my family wasn't there for me. They are there. They're there every day for me. I don't think I'd be here without my family. I would not fucking be here without my family. But it's just something that I think my point I'm trying to make as I spiral out of control here is that
it's a home away from home.
Yeah, you need to have need to have a home away from home. You need to have something where you need to feel especially when you're here and you don't have that family back home, you need to feel you're part of something massive. You guys
hold my hand.
Yeah,
everything will be okay.
Getting into
I heard from sorry, my bad. You go.
It's not about it's also obviously you need to have, obviously I don't only want sports to be the only thing, but sports is and without a doubt the number one way to create a community.
Right. No, without question.
Not even just in general, number one, because it's an automatic connection. Everyone who watches sports will say they care about at least one team.
I can say with maybe 5 exceptions. The top 100 broadcasts of the year are sports, or the NFL. You know what I mean? You've got the Super Bowl at number 1 every single year, and probably the next 25 are various big games throughout the season. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that brings people together and gets people engaged like sports. Mm-hmm. And that was clearly seen during the blackout.
So we'll go into that.
Yep.
So My dad went to Cornell University. I don't know if you heard of Cornell. No, okay. No, Cornell, obviously, really good Ivy League school. Very, very smart school. My dad was very disappointed when he go there. No, I'm kidding. I mean, yes, but no, we won't. It's fine.
You're putting us on fly right now.
No, but we used to always go to Cornell hockey games growing up. If you don't know, Cornell historically has been a very, very good hockey school. Not to BC's level, but close to it. And we used to always go to BC Yale and BC Harvard. Even at these away games, too, we used to go to. Actually, mostly away games. But we used to go to games in Madison Square Garden every year against. Actually, this is why I hate BU more than anyone else. I'm convinced I hate Boston University more than anyone else at the school. I hated BU at the age of 6 and have not stopped hating BU. The word screw BU have been embedded in my brain since I was 7 years old. I was screaming that shit. 20 rows up in Madison Square Garden. Since I was like 7 years old. Anyway, but even like I grew up, their chants are, first, oh my God, ridiculous. Some of the shit they say is like vile. It's vile.
You?
No, Cornell.
Oh, Cornell.
But growing up, like, and that's how I fell in love with hockey, to be honest with you.
Just the vile stuff.
It's just the vile.
All the stuff that makes everyone uncomfortable.
It's fun.
I like that.
It's fun.
You like that?
It's fun to be part. Yeah. No,
he likes that.
It's fun to be part of. Like these chants are just screaming and like having a good time. You're rooting. Because you care more about it. And I don't know. It was always something I looked forward to doing. It's something I love doing with my dad. I haven't been able to do it. I didn't get to do it last year. Get to go to Cornell hockey game with my dad because I was here. And when they played Harvard, which is the one we always go to, BC was playing BU. And ironically, that's actually happening again this year. So I'm kind of pissed about it, but whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. But it was always something where I thought this was the expectation. Like I thought this is what just every school did with college hockey. I'm not gonna lie. I went to our first home game last year against Quinnipiac. I don't think I've ever been more disappointed at a sporting event. I was like, this is not how you do college hockey. This is not like college hockey is supposed to be the rowdiest sport on the world.
You must
in
feel
the planet.
like a proud father.
Yeah.
After last week.
I am.
Yeah.
The work's not finished though. There's more to be done. Okay.
Boats don't need to be carried. Work's not finished yet.
Job's not finished.
Job's not done.
Job's not done.
Job's not done.
No, but but again, so growing up, that's what I always thought college hockey should be.
Right.
That's what I think the most fun way to enjoy a college hockey game is. Not seeing that last year was disappointing to me, and I felt like, especially with the buzz, and then when I had the platform I did with Barstool, I realized I had an opportunity to change that. I don't know if you guys know Paul Koltovich. Do you know Paul?
I've never met Paul, no.
Paul's the one he's on the buzz. He's the one who screams and starts the chants. Also a hockey guy.
He's the one with the cowbell.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Who does that?
It's just some
There
random,
were 2 this year. Two last weekend.
some random fuck.
It's crazy.
I don't really know. But
I saw them after they scored the first goal, the 2 of them were like coordinating with each
Yeah, I
other.
know.
Like they were like looking across the rink at each other like 1, 2, go!
Civ, go. No, but like saying Civ and saying it's all your fault and you fucking suck. Like that shit has been like I've been doing that since I was 8 years old. And like I was gonna go to Boston College, like winningest hockey school in the history of college hockey, and I was gonna do the same exact thing. And I go to Quinnipiac game last year, and it just doesn't fucking happen. I'm like, what? And then I was like, now
What the hell?
and it was like, was even sold out last year. And now with Barstool, I'm like, okay, I gotta change that. I believe college hockey is the best college sport, except for March Madness,
Of course.
or
Of
maybe
course.
Southern football. I've never experienced Southern football, so I really wouldn't know. But
College hockey's out there, no question.
yeah,
Yep.
so I thought we had an opportunity to capitalize it. That's why I did it. Going back to Iona now, we used to do themes. So I was like, if we do a theme, maybe more people will feel acclimated to like, or not acclimated, like inclined.
Encouraged,
Thank
yeah.
you. I'm a little slow and stupid. That's why I'm on Barstool.
You know
That's why
that's gonna be your promo clip, you know, right? I'm a little slow and stupid. That's why I run Barstool. Is that? But not you being slow and stupid. For the culture, is that why you decided to start doing the Barstool account? So that you could try to build that culture up. You could like. bring it down
I
a
was
lot?
sorry. I was actually really slow and stupid there. I didn't know that's what you were saying. As I fiddle with this table again. I've literally been. I don't know if the camera has picked this up. I've literally been fiddling with this thing, the circular thing, the entire time. The entire time.
Yeah.
I've been fiddling. Yeah, there's the severe ADHD. But yes, that's actually like why we picked up Barstool. Wait, ask your question again.
Yeah. No, you're on point right now. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, no, that's why I picked up Barstool.
Okay.
No, because it's just I realized the opportunity we had. I wanted to change it. I wanted going back to Iona. Themes always worked. You feel more inclined to come to games when there was a theme. There's a consensus thing of what to wear, and because people think it's cool. And like the whiteout worked. And last week we did the blackout, and we boosted the annual. We promoted, like we teased it a little bit. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know what post it was, but I intentionally made the song Back in Black. That way,
and
it was before I announced it. Oh yeah, here it goes. It was the BC enters the week 3, ranked 3rd in the country, and if you read it, the last sentence in the caption goes, "Be there, be loud, and wear," and ... And I intentionally put Back in Black as the song.
Did anyone pick up on that? Who picked up on that?
One of my roommates picked up on it, so that was kind of funny. It worked. I'm pretty sure it was Nick Heiss.
Oh, Nick picked it up.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm sure Nick did. Yep. But yeah, no, it worked. And we teased on the Twitter a lot more.
Yeah.
Throughout the week, we obviously promoted it. I thought that video was sick.
Do you also have some future plans, future themes?
Oh yeah,
ways to get people involved. What do you think? How far ahead are you planning these?
We have themes planned, but before we go there, because I wasn't done with my story. Asshole. To be fair, you didn't know my stories are always all over the place. Again, actually, I saw this. Again, we're going to go sidetracked here.
Okay, great.
There's this one. This is one account on Instagram. I would recommend anyone to follow. It's like ADHD, like meme therapy or something. And there's like someone. It's like the scene from what's the movie when they're it's with Mark Wahlberg and.
Oh no.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, and they're the cops.
Daddy's Home.
No. Other one.
Cops.
They're cops.
I didn't know there were multiple movies together.
The
other guys. The pimp.
The other guys.
Yeah. The one where Will Ferrell's a pimp.
Yeah. There's a scene where Will Ferrell, where the two, they get one of the guys, like the main, like bad guy or something. Not the main one, like the puppet, I guess. He's like, where's the best to start the story at the end and then progress to the beginning? That's me whenever I say like any story.
It's everywhere.
You have to. It's all over the place.
It took you 2 minutes to say. You take forever to tell us.
Exactly. How do you think my essays are? Dude, you think with ADHD, your essays would be like shorter and like barely written to like where you need to. I overwrite the fuck out of everything. Like,
got like a 37
I have like
essay.
too many pages. I had a midterm the other day, which I had 2 hours for. I wrote 8 pages. I go up to my friend Garrett after. I'm like, yeah, how much you write? He's like, like 3.
Yeah.
I'm like. Up. I mean, I actually did really well in it, so it worked out well. But like
8 pages.
I was like, I wrote 8
yeah.
pages. It's just.
Okay, look at me. Hold my hand.
All right, we're gonna get back to it.
Focus.
All right,
here we go.
Anyway,
you ready? There we go.
No, all right. Stop touching my hand.
It's gonna be okay.
A little comfortable.
You're a little uncomfortable. It's a safe space. Now go.
I don't want. No, okay. It's just going back to what we were discussing. Like, I feel like as the time progresses, we can do more with the themes. I think you got to start out small. You got to realize, like, this is what themes are, and then you can build up a little more with the chanting. Like, we're going to do, what college hockey chants are, like, post at some point when I get out of my fucking midterm hell that I've been in. But I'll make it. But, like, this week we added a chant. I don't know if you heard the British football chant we added.
I heard
week.
the STD chant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, STD. Yeah, so the reason behind that one was the goalie for Denver had chlamydia.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard he gave it to somebody at BU.
Yeah.
Is that true?
So that's why we chanted. Yeah, I don't know where he gave it to.
School.
I just heard goalie Denver gave girl chlamydia, and I was like, STD. No, okay.
It's the real reason we interviewed you.
Yeah.
You started that chant.
I wasn't even me who started that chant. That was someone else. But the chant that we ended up doing is, I don't know if you know the chant where it's like, what do you think of Tottenham? And they're all like, shit. And then, what do we think of shit? And they're like, Tottenham. And then the guy goes, thank you. And then goes, you're all right. And then we hate Tottenham. And I did that.
Real context, though. They chant this even when they're not playing Tottenham.
Exactly.
Everyone hates Tottenham. Like, every team will chant this every game, regardless of who they're
So
playing.
what we've done now is after, when we score, and we do the Civ chant, which is the most infamous college hockey chant of all time.
Yeah.
Calling
Can you
the goalie
explain Civ real quick? No one knows
It
what
just
that
means you're shit at goalie.
Just that's all it means.
You're like, yeah, you're dusty in net.
Okay,
you're not
that
good.
sums up letting a goal in pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay. Go
So you
ahead,
call him
yeah.
Civ, whatever. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Which I've been chanting since I was 8. Oh my god. Anyway, and then
We
now
got
what
the
I
happy
did,
place.
was I literally got up, I stood on my chair after the first goal, and I go, "What do we think of Davis?" And everyone just goes, "Shit!" And it's just like, "What do we think of shit, Davis?" And I was like, "Thank you, that's all right." And now that's going to be like integrated in every single time we score. And then right after will be "Let's go Eagles."
That's awesome.
Which Paul always does. Paul will always do after a goal. Whether we let one in, get one out, that way we keep momentum or we try to push momentum out. That's the other thing. If you want your teams to do well, go to the games. Make sure there's a crowd. Momentum is an actual huge factor.
It's a huge deal.
Huge deal.
I was okay.
Huge
Well,
Huge
okay.
deal.
Well, no, yeah, 100%, 100%.
No.
And I will say, when at the end of the game, I'm sure you remember this. At the end of the game, last 2 minutes, right when
they scored.
Cutter goes in the box, right after they score.
Oh, by the way, sorry to jump in here. I saw Cutter throw that man to the ground. I go, "Holy shit, that was sick!" But like, what the fuck is he doing? He's definitely getting a penalty for that. And it's exactly what happened. Because of it, we lost the game. Not blaming Cutter on the loss completely, because obviously there's other things throughout the game that can happen. But
I've heard both sides. He was
bad.
defending the goalie.
It was bad. Yeah, the guy was on the
both
goalie,
sides,
but
both
like
sides.
he should have just pulled him off. Not
sumo tackle. It was dope though. It was dope.
it was sick,
tackle.
and we had a perfect view of it too.
But on that note, right after he got out of the box when they scored, you just felt the energy die.
Yeah.
And it felt like we had no chance, even though we still timed the clock.
and then immediately after, you hear the "Let's go!" Like that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You gotta get the
That's
crowd
that's
into
the
it.
thing,
You
is
gotta
I
get the
didn't hear that.
crowd behind the.
behind the team. You need to get
Was it 4-3 or was it 5-3?
4-3.
They didn't score the empty. Oh
They
yeah,
didn't,
the
'cause
dude
they
he
fuck- they
missed. He
fucking
missed the
missed
empty
it.
net. Right.
I love though at the end when he missed it, even though it was like over for us, everyone was just like fucking
Cheering.
mocking this guy.
Yeah,
They're just like,
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know.
it was ridiculous.
No, but
No, it's important to get behind him.
Yeah.
It's really important to get behind
It's
them.
huge.
And like I
Again-
said, you felt the energy drain out of the room after they scored that one.
Yeah.
Even though we had time left, we had a chance.
Yeah, we
it was
always
a
hit
slim
the post,
chance, but we
for
had a
sure.
chance.
You know.
But you just felt a drain, and you just felt like we didn't have one.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. So I get the point of, first off, home field advantage. First off, I never really understood it until I got to college. Like,
No,
I was like,
it's-
how does
well,
how
it's
does being
emphasized in
somewhere
college.
else
I
change?
completely
No, I'm
agree.
sure. I mean, much more.
people are so much more violent here in college than with their words.
Not even violent. Well, the audience, yes. I was going to say the players are a lot more easily swayed by
Well, yeah.
words. You know, like
because
this
they're
isn't-
playing for something. They're not only are they playing for the school and the name on the chest, they're also playing for the name on the back. I'm like like Miracle would say, because they're playing to get a job
Yep.
at this point. Especially that's why people love watching college football more than NFL, because they feel like there's more heart and there's more grit, because like they're scrapping and they're fighting for their lives, their futures. They're fighting for their lives
Right.
to get a job outside of the school, outside of college.
Yeah.
Because they don't think I mean, maybe they think their education will take them somewhere, but like for them, their dream has always been to play on a pro level, and they've been given an opportunity. They made, basically, let's just think of it like this, they made the first cuts.
Yeah.
Right. Like now
They got through the first
they got
interview.
through the first. They got through like now they're top 2, not even top like 1%.
Oh no, they're top 0.1%. They're
Yeah.
like tiny,
And
tiny
they know
fraction.
that, and they're like, "Holy shit! I'm that much closer. I'm almost there."
Right.
I just got to dig deep, and I got to push. And then once they get there, you see the heart maybe drop off a little bit. But like,
Well, no, it's ironic that you say that. It's true. First off, it's totally true. They're fighting for
Yeah.
that. But at the same time, that would make you think that regardless of how the crowd is cheering, they'll get it done if they're
Yeah.
actually fighting that hard. But you don't see that. It's the opposite. And that's just maturity. I think that's just maturity. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, these guys are 20 to 23 years old at this point. But at the same time, the guys in the league are 30. You know, like, they've
Yeah.
had their time around the block. They're in the league, whatever.
Yeah.
But having that crowd just cheering their names,
Yeah.
cheering for them to win, that's
and it's so much
game-changing.
easier.
And I didn't realize that.
It's
until I
so
got
much
here.
easier to hear in a smaller atmosphere too. Not like small, like high school small, but like Conti form size, or like that's why I honestly think like watching hockey in person is the best sport to watch in person, or basketball. I mean, basketball. I don't like watching the sport of basketball in person as much because like it's a little like back and forth. It's like there's those low moments in the game, but like hockey, there's never a really dull moment in my opinion. There's
Right.
always action because like dudes will start punching the fuck out of each other with like 12 minutes left in the second period. It's like, why are you doing this? Like, but okay, yes, hit each other. But like, they'll just do that. Like that that's why hockey, in my opinion, is best. There's always like opportunity to have a massive hit, always opportunity, like it's always fast, and the crowd, you can hear them.
That's the thing about the crowd.
You can hear the crowd.
That's the thing. In hockey arenas, obviously way smaller than football, but it doesn't matter because the way I think of it is it doesn't matter how many people are cheering for you as long as they stay.
You want to get into a sport?
No.
Watch the first round playoffs for any sports team.
Right.
Especially in hockey, you will never hear a more motivated, pumped crowd in your entire life.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because in those first rounds, you have a lot of the smaller teams, like the underdogs, right? It doesn't matter how many fans they've got as long as those fans stick around. You know, that's
fans can sway, like, serious. Like,
no, I'm saying that's what I mean. Like last year, I know or with football, for example. With football, people leaving the stadium kills the atmosphere. It just kills it. It's not about the fact that they left. It's about the fact that they were there at some point.
Yeah.
You know, now they're gone.
Because now the football.
It just feels like they don't care.
I guess I'm not doing good enough. Like
it doesn't matter how loud you cheer when you're
head.
there. You know, it matters how long you cheer for.
Yeah, and then you'll do something good, and then there'll be like opposed to like let's go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like it's
a different way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, college sports are crazy. And I didn't understand the importance of a crowd. Frankly, I went to horrendous football high schools. Like, I went to the public school in town, then I went to a school in another town. Both of them dog shit at football.
Except for Iona was #1 state.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. Yeah, okay, fuck you. But like, for example, my high school where I graduated from, we didn't win a game in 2 years. My junior and senior year, we didn't win a single game.
How many games did you go to?
My senior year, most of them. I was president. I had to go to most of them. But my junior year, like 2, because it was not fun to go to. Nobody win. They were terrible.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Well, I completely understand that the crowd is probably a big part of it. Imagine how much it sucks your home team not coming to sports.
I will say, you can definitely see this drop off from D1 to D3. That's where the skill level is definitely prevalent. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, BC starting the year was like what? I think we were 1-3, right? Like. Sure, we were losing, but like we didn't you could tell these guys had skill.
We lost to FSU by 3 points.
Yeah, you could tell these guys
you can tell they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. Like, sure, that's not the same in high school, but like having honestly, I generally think being able to experience that before coming here was huge for me. Because like I knew like what people wanted, how to promote a game, what it's like, and now like kids are like hype, like looking forward to go to these games now. Which was my goal from the start. I mean, it's just sports has a way of to go full circle. Sports has a way to not only bring people together, but it's just obviously it brings people together. It's just fun. Like it's just exciting. It's fun. It's something to look forward to in your week. Like, oh, I have 2 more papers to write, but when I get these done, like, look, I got hockey this weekend.
This game to go to.
Yeah.
And Barstool is definitely allowing you to bring that.
Yeah, and together. I want people to understand the importance of not only how it impacts the players, but how it like impacts your overall experience here.
Absolutely.
Because you need to, especially here where there's no frats, all right? Like there's no frat events, there's no formal frat events. Like there's club sport events, but club sports here are more so who do you know already in the club opposed to anything. It's not about your skill level, but I'm not getting into that. Fuck you. But anyway, it's more so. Man, I got completely sidetracked there. It's more so like, look, we don't have those types of things here with frats and like clubs and club sports, like even clubs themselves, because we don't really have like frat houses to go to. But it's more so like, so now the importance of sports is emphasized a crap ton more, because like this is one thing where everyone can get together to. And I think using Barstool's platform, promoting it as like everyone will be wearing white, we will all be doing this together, like again, togetherness. Like, I mean, hell, there was a line out the door 40 minutes into the hockey game.
Quarter-mile line. It's crazy.
Yeah, kids just get in. Parents were complaining to, like, BC. I don't know. My mom was saying, I think it was probably Facebook, if I had to guess. But, like, oh, my God, my kid, this is unacceptable. Like, he was waiting outside in the rain.
It's
to
a
get
good
into
problem
hockey.
to have.
But I'm like, yeah, that's a good issue to have. Tell your son to get up earlier and get to the game earlier. Like, there's schools like Purdue. I have a friend, Sylvia. She goes to Purdue. I remember her telling me how she would sit outside. She'd get up. Purdue would have a game at like 7 p.m. They'd be outside waiting in line at like 8 a.m. Spend the entire day there, basically. Camp out.
I will say a lot of that definitely comes from Barstool.
Yeah.
With that, we are out of time.
Oh, we
but,
are.
Yeah, we are. No, it's been an hour. Doesn't it fly by?
I know.
It flies by real quick.
Listen,
I'm going to say one more shout out though. Thank you to
plug
BC
a little
Barstool for coming out. Give a couple plugs to the camera real quick.
Oh, there's really only one plug I gotta make. I'm not
Take
kidding
us
to
through
you.
buzz.
This is the best thing I've ever been part of. Listen to it, like follow it on Instagram. It's funny. I really enjoy it. And it's all going towards my best friend's future. So I'd really appreciate it. It's just, I don't know, just something. I honestly like it because of, well, obviously Gio's future, but for the fact that, like, I think it brings in, again, a sense of community, and the fact that it's just fun. Like, it's just something it's a meme account. Like, we make fun of things. We make
Something
fun
that
of
brings the
people.
community together.
Exactly. So follow the buzz, please. It's a good. It's just good. I don't know.
Thanks again for coming, Jackson.
Yes, thank you
representing
for having
the
me.
B Street
And
Buzz
follow
and
Barstool, obviously.
Absolutely. All right, send them out, Will.
Gotcha.
Thank you to all of our listeners. Until next time.
Y'all's better have some great themes coming up.
Oh, I forgot to say Halloween on. I was gonna drop Halloween on here. That's.
Oh, we also have a specific food
I got a little too sidetracked. I'm not used to being sidetracked. I'm used to it.
The attendance at rookie showcases is 0.
That's
You should hope.